And I want to welcome you to another episode of Beyond the Surface Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer, and I'm seated today with Antoinette and Emmanuel from Ghana Basic National Inclusive School. Yes? Okay, I'm doing good. And so we're doing something different. Antoinette has an interest in being a journalist, and I wanted to give her first journalistic opportunity to interview a classmate. Initially, we were trying to get someone with an opposite disability from herself because she's visually impaired, and we were trying to find someone from the School of the Deaf, but the way life spent it, he's not available. So Emmanuel stepped up, who is also facing visual challenges, so he's completely blind, and he is willing to allow us to interview him. And so Antoinette is predominantly going to do the interview, and then I'm just going to kind of be a facilitator, a guide. So Antoinette, the floor is open for you.
So, hello, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the main edition of my first interview.
All right.
My name is Antoinette, a beautiful girl with the visual impairment, attending Ghana National Basic Inclusive School. And guess what? Today on my program, I'm here to interview a special person. He is very special because he is a visually impaired. I am also having the same disability with him. So I think we can chat, and you sitting at home, you can enjoy and learn certain things. So stay back and enjoy as we jump quickly into the discussion. So Emmanuel, welcome to my show.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I call you Emmanuel, but my viewers at home and my listeners don't know a lot about you. So I would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. I'm Emmanuel Baini, and I'm from Ghana National Basic Inclusive School. I'm a visually impaired there, and I'm studying there. Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's how you want to tell us. Is that you visually impaired?
Yes.
What else? Tell us some other interesting things about you.
Yes.
Hobbies, interests.
Come again.
Hobbies, interests.
Hobbies.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I like playing the keyboard whenever I'm
Nice.
free. Yes. I
Nice.
like playing the keyboard, and then I like singing too.
Okay.
Yes.
Keyboard and singing, that's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Emmanuel.
I'm a very cool guy too.
You're a very cool guy. Yeah, he is cool.
Okay. The most interested part was you are a visually impaired.
Yes.
I would like to know some of your challenges as a new being a visually impaired. How are society treating you? What are some of the challenges you go through?
Okay, thank you. I would say this is very difficult. In the society, we are treated very bad because some people knows that the visual impairment is a disease. So when they come closer to you, they will attract that diseases and all those things. So they won't come near you. So if you want to go somewhere or you want to do something and you are in need of the help of the sighted ones, they will be going away from you. They won't help you because they know that it's a disease. So they will attract that disease when they come closer to you.
They think it's a disease because blindness isn't a disease.
Yes, it's not a disease.
Wow.
That's what they think. So they won't come closer to you. So you will be sometimes feeling lonely in the house, or sometimes you won't get any help that you are requiring. And then you will be there alone. It's very sad. It's very sad. Yes.
Wow.
So I'd like to ask if it's not sensitive. I know it's a sensitive question, but I want my interview and my viewers to get what we are doing here.
Okay.
I'd like to know what caused your blindness.
Okay. For my blindness, I was schooling. I was first schooling, and then I was once at school. That I realized that this eye is no more seeing again.
Is it your right eye?
Yes, the right eye is no more seeing again. So I schooled with this eye till class 5.
Wow.
And one day too, I was at school baking. It was morning. And then I just realized that some yellowish color has covered this eye too.
Wow.
I don't know the source. I don't know the reason. We went to hospital and they told me nothing. They just gave me some drugs to be putting it on it. But later on, it became totally blinded. And then,
Wow. So you slowly lost sight.
Yes.
How old were you when you completely lost it?
it was 7 years, yes, that this one started. And then about 11 years, this also just.
Wow. Okay.
That's so unfortunate. So,
Keep that
Emmanuel,
face sometimes.
Yeah.
I want to ask now, despite your disability, your parents decided to bring you to school so that you can be a better person in future. I would like to ask that I've heard from a lot of interviews that in Ghana National Basic Inclusive School, we are lacking a lot of items that when you, the visually impaired, when you get it will enable you to learn. So I want to ask, what are some of the items that you think that when you get, you can learn and compete with the society?
Thank you for this question. It's a very fantastic question that you have asked. And I would say, at first, we need computers. Yes, computers. We need computers so that some of the notes, we will put it on it and then you will learn. And then the internet too, you have to use the internet too. So with the help of the computer, I think our learning is successful. Yes. And aside the computer too, our white canes too, we need white canes.
White canes like
yes.
this one that you have.
Yes.
Yeah, collapsible white canes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And also, you see the environment here is very bad. So if you get someone who will help us tidy this environment, I mean the road network is
Okay,
very
the road.
bad. Yes.
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of pretty here, Emmanuel.
Yes.
You got flowers and trees, and so, but you're just saying the road is rough, especially being blind.
The road that we pass on before coming here is very bad. And I can even go and show you how it is.
Oh, I believe you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very bad. So if you get someone who will just do that road for us so that we feel comfortable in coming and going home after school.
Wow.
We like it.
Wow, that's fair.
So according to what you are telling me, if I am to understand, it means that the road network is very bad and it is not disability friendly.
Yes.
I guess.
I love that term. It's not disability friendly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not disability friendly. Okay. So, in fact, I'm enjoying talking to you. Emmanuel, what is the advice that you will give to persons with disability staying at home thinking that there is no hope for them? What will you tell them?
Okay, thank you. For me, I would say to that people that it's not true that there's no hope for a visually impaired or a blind person, that you can't do anything in this world again. At first, I was also thinking that because I didn't know that there is a school for the blind and all those things. But after I have realized that there is a school for the blind and then you can learn and go to the university and I just
Get the hope.
Yes. Yeah. I just gathered the hope and then said I can do it. And as at now, I'm just doing it. I'm schooling. So after here, I'll go to the SHS and then what I want to do, I can do it. So as to everyone out there, so you can do everything that you wish to do as a visually impaired. Please, you can do it.
All right.
Only if you steady heart, and then you do everything that's concerning that thing that you want to do and do it well. You achieve that goal.
Wow. When he was talking, one thing baffled me a lot. As in you being a total blind, and you said you play the keyboard. So how did you get the ability to learn it? Because the sighted people out there, the normal people out there, a lot of people, it is their challenge, if as in to learn something like a keyboard. But you being a total blind and you can play the keyboard, how are you able?
Yeah, okay. How are you able to play that keyboard, Emmanuel?
Yes.
Okay, that's a talent. I can tell. It's a talent that God has given me.
Hey.
And someone just introduced me to the keyboard, and then I liked it so much that every day I go to the keyboard and then rehearse with it. And then I just wanted to play. That was my aim. I wanted to play the keyboard so that I will become a famous keyboard. I want to become a beat maker.
Wow.
Oh, you want to do beats?
Yes.
All right.
I want to become a beat maker. So I love the keyboard and all the instruments.
Okay.
So I want to learn all the instruments. But I have started with the keyboard. And so if I will get someone who will help me, teach me all the instruments, I would like it very much. And then
I can see why.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So when you were talking, you said you can play.
Yes.
I'm into music a little, and I want to know a lot. Yeah, I'm into music a lot, and I want to know.
Okay.
As in you being the visually impaired, I know that in keyboard we have something like key A, key B, and some settings on it.
Yes.
So how are you able to tune for key A for someone to sing?
Oh, okay. I would say we have all the keys on the keyboard, like from C to B.
Okay.
We have C, C sharp, and it's up to B. And you can play it on the keyboard. If you can't play the keys on the keyboard, we have something called transpose. You will transpose. If you transpose and then you play the key that you are familiar with on the keyboard. With the help of the transpose, it will help you to trace the voice or the key that the person is singing. So you transpose to that key and then you play.
Nice.
Yes.
That's why you like that technology. Yeah, that's part of the reason you like that technology. Beautiful.
In fact, you are showing me that disability is not inability by what you're telling me.
Yes.
Disability is not inability.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. So, very soon we'll be coming to the end of the program. But I would like to ask, or I would like to ask that, what is the advice that you give to parents who treat their children with disability as if it's a disease, or everybody out there? What is the advice you
Advice to parents.
Okay. I will beg the parents that are doing that please don't maltreat your children of disabilities that they can't do anything or they have become a nuisance to you or the family. No, it is not like that. Please, just ask them that what do they want to do and then push them forward. They can achieve anything that they will say that they will do. Please, parents out there, please don't maltreat your children with disabilities, but rather encourage them and then encourage them on what they want to do.
Do your parents encourage you?
Yes, my parents do encourage me, and then have conversation with them a lot so that they won't think about the disability and then be doing what is unnecessary. Yes.
Okay. So you saying communication is key?
Yes.
Is key.
Yes.
Nice.
So
I want to hear him sing, Antoinette. Don't close out your interview.
yeah,
without us
I'm
hear-
about to do
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm upstage the
I'm
interviewer.
about to do that. You told us earlier on that you can sing. So
Yes.
I want an a cappella. Yes.
Oh, okay.
From you to my viewers.
Okay. To God be the glory, great things He has done. So loved He the world that He gave us His Son. Oh yeah, that is love and atonement for sin, and open the love gate that all may go in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory. Great things He has done.
All right.
Mano, I must say that it's a blessing having you on my show.
Yes.
In fact, I'm very delighted to have you on my show because you've made me happy. So, your shout-outs before you go, your shout-outs and your final words.
Shout outs and final words, Emmanuel.
Shout out to Jojo Kranchi Akpa and First and all the teachers in Ghana National Basic Inclusive School, Mr. Castro, Mr. Bedu, Sir Talash.
Especially
and all
Mr.
the-
Castro,
Yeah.
because he made this happen.
Yes. And the head mistress too.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Wow. I must say that, in fact, today I've learned a lot of things. And I hope that you at home too, you've sensitized yourself on a lot of things. Before I go, the advice that I will give to persons with disability is that no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you just have to put it in your mind and focus that you can make it. You don't have to allow yourself to be intimidated. You don't have to allow yourself to be stigmatized.
Absolutely.
Because when you give yourself the chance, that is when people will get, when you give yourself that assertiveness, people will not get the chance to, come to you and stigmatize you. Or people, even, you will leave a legacy for someone to follow. So as you are at home, please, we have a school. You can come and learn. It's not only about learning. If you have some potential in you, you can make it. But you just need to pass through the school so that the school will pass through you so that you can become somebody in future. And my advice to people out there treating persons with disability as if it's a tragedy. Disability, it's a disease and it can happen to. It's not a disease as in when you get to the person, you get some. No. It's a tragedy and it can happen to you at any time. Before I go, I'd like to give shout outs to Mr. Castro, shout outs to Doctor and her husband. Shout outs to all Ghana National Basic Inclusive School teachers and students. And shout outs to the headmistress because she allowed this to happen in her school. We want to tell her that we love her a lot. In fact, and shout outs to you listening to me, watching me wherever that you are. In fact, I'm very happy today because I talked to one of my colleagues and I would like to tell you that in anything that you do your best and leave the rest to God. Meet me same time, the same day next week. Bye-bye.
Meet her same time, the same day next week. Antoinette, that was a beautiful interview. Thank you, Emmanuel. You was a beautiful interviewee. I want to thank you for tuning in to Beyond the Surface Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer, and I'm signing off. And you be safe in God's grace.